those of you guys out there that know me, that's been following my channels for many years, you know, on my old channels, I would really go in on the black community, and I was heavy about accountability. You know, on my channels, I would showcase my wife, my grandchildren, my children, because I always wanted to show black people that it was possible for us to have a family, for us to choose right, for us to be able to be in relationships long term and be in the home with our children and raise our children. We can have some sense of normalcy, right? You know, I preach this, I talk this a lot. And what happened was, in the black community, we scream and we cry all day saying that we need more fathers back in the homes. We need to choose better. We need submissive women and we need productive men. But whenever we promoted that type of content, the black community never really gravitated towards it. They didn't watch it. They went over to the salacious stuff or the celebrity gossip or the junk or the trash. They never came over to actually be a part of the cleaning part of the community. And I figured out, because it required you to actually have to do work. It required you to actually have to change. So now on TikTok, you have a whole bunch of stuff going on, from TikTok to social media, Facebook, a whole bunch of arguing. Black men and black women don't get along. So now you have this new thing going on now on TikTok, where black women are saying, of course I'm a black mother. And they're saying all these negative things about them being a single black mother. And they're actually doing that, I guess, to mock men online that make fun of them. But this is also a testament to what I've been talking about, and more of an indictment on black men and women. Because it's more of an indictment on the way we view masculinity, the way we view sex and sexuality, and it hurts our children. But let's check out the first video of this black woman on TikTok, and she's saying, of course I'm a single mom. Check this out.
I'm a black single mom. Of course I chose a man to leave me during my pregnancy because I want the added responsibility of taking care of one human by myself. God, I love hard work. I'm a black single mom. Of course we just want to lock our kids in the room, eat crab legs with our homegirls, and drink Casamigos. I'm a black single mom. Of course I wear my bonnet everywhere, especially when I go begging to the defects office for food assistance and Medicaid. I'm a black single mom. Of course the goal is always to be on Section 8 because we don't really want to pay bills anyway. I'm a black single mom. Of course the $37 in child support I get is going to cover my bills, my hair, my nails, and your child's needs as well. I'm a black single mom. Of course I get mad when black men tell me I'm gonna die alone as a single mom, because they're all going overseas to find a wife that's submissive, puts them first, and plays dumb while they're cheating on them.
Now you guys saw that video, and to me it's a disgrace. And black people, we're so traumatized as a people. We take things that's the underbelly of our culture and the negative about us, and we try to make humor with it. This is why we have the best comedians on the planet, because we've been through so much stuff. We make fun and make jokes about things that's really not funny. So she makes the joke about having the bonnet on her head and begging for government assistance and all of these different things. But all of this stuff comes out to being raised right and proper structure and accountability. But let's check out the next one. Check this out.
I'm a single mom. Of course I'm the reason he left. And not because he decided to be an absent parent. I'm a single mom. Of course I had a baby just to trap him, even though he begged me to have the baby. I'm a single mom. Of course I had to put him on child support just to keep him down, even though he doesn't have any money. I'm a single mom. Of course I chose him and he didn't choose me, because typically women pursue men, right? I'm a single mom. Of course I'm lying about how I became a single mom, because men always stand up to their responsibilities. I'm a single mom. Of course I'm bitter and not better. Can't you tell?
So just look at this. Just listen to this. I mean, anything on TikTok for money. But remember, y'all remember I was doing my series when I talked about casual sex in the black community with no accountability, and I did part 1, part 2, part 3, and I was breaking everything down about how we've been raised to choose, and we still plantation banging to this day. We're still operating from that thought process and that mindset. But look, check this out. Here's another one. Check this one out.
I'm a single black mom with 5 kids. Of course I drive a Toyota Camry and not an SUV. Are you gonna buy me one? I'm a single black mother with 5 kids. Of course I'm gonna buy Popeyes while my kids eat ramen noodles. Oh my God, this is too funny. I'm a black single mom with 5 kids. Of course I'll be on social media all day and don't feed my kids.
Mom, I'm hungry.
Oh my God, go get some cereals or something.
I don't want no cereal, not morning.
Get out my damn room. I'm a single black mom with 5 kids. Of course, I use my kids' child support for all of my glueless. Yo, mama. I'm a single black mom with 5 kids. Of course, I wear my bunny everywhere I go. Who don't? I'm a single black mom with 5 kids. Of course, I use my kids' EBT for my own needs. What? What you said? I can't use my EBT for this? Since when? Oh.
And the crazy part about it is, people think it's funny, and you'll have battle lines drawn on both sides, because you'll have black men mocking black women, making fun of them. Whereas though, but in the streets every night, in the cities all across America, it's black men getting killed by other black boys. You have black men that's out of control. You have black women that's out of control. And it's been like that for a long time. But the problem is nobody wants to take accountability. The things that we complain about, nobody actually wants to do the actual work that it would take. A lot of us have never been raised to be husbands. See, I always tell you guys, from the time a boy exits the womb, he has to be prepared for what manhood is and what his expectations are going to be once he become a young man and grow into a man. If you don't teach him that, he's going to be dangerous in his community until he matures enough to see himself out of it. So there has to be preparation before the sex is even involved. See, young men are very important to a community because the expectations that everybody will have for him to have within the community. But then a young girl is also very important because she gives birth to the babies. But if you have a structure that's broken, then this is what you get. We view masculinity with the head below the belly button and not the one above the neck. We think our ability to make a woman orgasm or how big our Johnsons is, that's our view of what masculinity is. Not our ability to produce, not based off of our production. A woman looks at a man based on how good he can sex her, not what he can produce for her. She's looking for what he can produce for her after the baby's there, after everything, not from the beginning. He's judged, and her idea of masculinity is the idea of his sexual prowess and not his ability to produce within his community and his surrounding areas. And this is a problem. Because a man is supposed to be able to produce based off of his environment. And that should be based off his masculinity, our production. And what happens is when we're raised like the way we're raised in our communities, and most of us are coming from single mom homes, because the structure, we running around plantation banging. Like we just running from bed to bed to bed, just sleeping with different women. And where we come from, we get a high five for how many women we slay. Yeah, we get a high five for that. This is what goes on. It's plantation buck banging. That's all it is. So you see these women, they making fun and they mocking, but really it's not funny. A lot of them really cry behind closed doors. It's not funny because the way that they were raised up to choose men have all been wrong. Their idea of what a man's supposed to be is wrong because they never saw a working model of it, ever. They've never saw a working model of a long-term successful relationship and how a woman's supposed to behave and how a man is supposed to behave and how it manifests itself down to the children. They've never saw it. So you have a bunch of young people learning on the fly. And when you're learning on the fly, a lot of mistakes are being made and a lot of generational curses are still passed down generationally. It's still happening. And this is why on my channel, I always made sure to show my 20-year marriage. And tell black people I'm from the hood just like everybody else. And if I can do it, yeah, you can do it too. But it's going to take work. Because one thing, marriage is not something that's promised to us like life or death. It's something that you got to fight for. I'm going to say it again. Marriage and successful relationships is not something that's promised to us like life or death. It's something that you got to fight for. And it's something that you have to understand and know how to fight for it. But see, what happens is in our community, we do it all backwards. We run around and we have casual sex in the black community with no accountability. Casual sex, normalize casual sex with no accountability, and then expect the person to be accountable to you once the baby is here. No. Listen, young ladies. A boy can make 50 babies in 1 month and just be moving around. He has to have a purpose. And he has to be raised from a child into that purpose. Because if you don't raise a young boy to have high standards for himself and to have a purpose and understand what legacy is, he's going to be dangerous. I'm going to say it to you again. I'm going to move up in the camera. I'm going to say this to you again for the slow people in the back. If you don't raise young boys to have high standards for himself, a purpose, and the idea of legacy, he will be dangerous. And that's the people that's to blame for that are the parents, the mother and the father, because preparations have to be made before a young boy comes into this world based off the standards and based off the expectations that communities and society will have for him in the position of a leader and position of a man. You can't wait till he become a man to teach him to be a man. He has to grow up in proper structure. And if he's not raised that way, then you're going to keep getting videos like this. And you're going to keep getting young girls that's choosing men for all the wrong reasons. Based off his sexual prowess and not his ability, not his production. But I'm going to cut this video short here. Like I said, on my old channels, I talked about this a lot. But y'all like all the salacious garbage and trash. This is what you gravitate towards. But you claim you want a good man or a good woman. You claim you want stability. You claim you want normalcy. But you love casual sex. You love all the stuff that's anti everything that you complain about. That you say you want. You do everything separate from the things that you say you want. But I'm going to cut this video short here. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, man. Subscribe to Street Media TV. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.